Good afternoon, everyone. This is Patricia Hilao from Culion, Palawan, the Vice Mayor of Culion, Palawan, and also one of the elders of Culion. I'm a Culion born. I was born here, and I know for a fact how life goes on in Culion. And this besides before I was a teacher, and now I'm one of the public servants of Culion, being the vice mayor. I am assisting for several years, have been assisting Culion children to in their studies, in their struggle for education, in as much as through education can only they may be able to go outside of Culion and have some jobs and can have self-confidence, and when they go back to Culion, they also can be assets to Culion as well. And besides, Culion is by income bracket, Culion is below the poverty level income, in as much as people are only living via the marginal farming and marginal fishermen, that is by hook, line, and sinker only. So that one thing of note to Culion is that children increase rapidly in number. So that my own goal in life for Culion is that to sustain the educational capabilities of the children. That is why, as much as possible, I try my best to assist school children, especially in the deprived areas, in the remote barrios, because these are the children who need most. Now, here in Culion, there are usually all over, not only in Culion, but all over the Philippines, there are two kinds of schools. There's the private school and there's the public schools. Here in Culion, we have one private school and several high school, 3 high school here in Culion. Now, the public schools are not required to pay school tuition fees, but they are required to pay their yearly contributions that covers scouting, PTCA, Parent Teachers Club, and also annual dues, and contributions also when they go outside for exposure that the families themselves have to answer. So this is where we come in. Whereas in a private school here, if we try to compare the charging, it's really much higher in the private school. One high school student supposed to enroll in a private school here is already equivalent to 4 high school students in the public schools. Here in the public schools, parents are composed of those who, majority about 80%, have no job, have no stable jobs. So they only thrive, they only live by means of this farming and the hillside, farming of root crops along the hillsides, and some in the rice paddies. Culion, for one, has acidic soil. That's why only minimum production of rice and root crops could be produced. So this is for us here in Culion. For me, for one, being a public servant and also one who aspires much for the development of Culion, I would like to develop, number one, the educational life of our children, so that when they go out of Culion, even only after finishing high school, they could be capable of being working students outside and earn a little income, then they could be working students, they could pursue college courses, even per subjects, a few subjects at a time. At least they have a future to look forward to soon as they graduate at their own struggles. As much as possible, we would like to rehabilitate the young people of Culion because they are our hope in the future. They are our hope to defend Culion in the future, and they are also our hope so that this community may be able to stand on our own and be a community of man. And also, that's why we are trying to make a solicitation or appeal for sponsorship for our children. In the public schools, I have around 150 school children, and we would be very, very happy and very grateful if we could, for the school year, if we could at least be funded for their school uniforms, for their miscellaneous fees, and for their shoes, and for their other needed items that the school may require from the families themselves. So really, it would be a heaven-sent grace, heaven-sent opportunity if we could have at least for a year, at least $350,000 at most. So by then, all needs of our children in the public schools might be met. And we can provide case histories for each child, case study for each of whoever the kind benefactors or donors would be interested in our children. They really need help. Thank you very much.